For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 21 of Season 3 here at Chelsea. We start with a game at Anfield, which will be particularly difficult. Liverpool have been one of the sides we've struggled against most in recent times. Then we've got Watford, and then we end with a game against Spurs, also away from home. Now Spurs are pushing to try and solidify second place in the table and trying their absolute best, along with Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester United and City, to be fair, to catch me at the top of the table. There are 30 points available to play for, and we have an 11-point lead over United, a 12-point lead over Spurs, but they could cut that to 9 if they win their game in hand. However, of course, if we beat them in the third and final game of the episode, then providing we can win against Liverpool and Watford, I'd be pretty confident that that would be the Premier League title sealed early. But we'll have to wait and see how the results go. But for now, we're going to concentrate on just trying to get as many points as we can and hopefully get that title sealed up, and then we can push on towards the Champions League quarterfinals in the next episode against PSG. And fingers crossed, win the double this season. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further updates on the channel or videos. Of course, the update, most important, that went up a couple of days ago is the vote for the new series. That vote is still ongoing, so if you haven't voted yet, check the video out on the channel page, vote on the straw poll, and that new series will be starting over the next week or so. I just need to make sure that I can actually get the club shirt shipped to me in time. Although with it being Christmas, I'm not sure I'll be able to. So it might be a series that starts without the right shirt. In actual fact, the Chelsea shirt is in the wash right now. That's why I haven't been wearing it the past couple of episodes. I apologise for that. Andreas Christensen is tired from the international break though, so we'll take him out. Hazard can start. And I'll throw Kurt Zuma on the bench just for the time being, just in case. But hopefully we can get some good results today. Like I say, drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you go and vote on that vote. Let's go and get a win at Anfield. It's going to be a 4-3-3 for Liverpool, as expected. Mane, Firmino and Royce, their front three. As expected, João Cancelo and Danny Rose still at wing-backs, with Kamil Glik partnering Joel Matip. This is the Liverpool side that knocked us out of the Champions League last year. It's the Liverpool side that have beaten us in the league in recent times as well. I'd very much like to avoid defeat, I think, is probably the best way to start it. But if we can get a win, then obviously that would be preferable. Chan driving forward. Twisting away from a couple of defenders. A ball roll away from another. Oh, that's a great scoop ball out to Marco Reus as well. Good block by Ricardo Pereira. Liverpool's first chance of the game comes through a great mazy run from Emre Can. And thankfully we were able to get there before Marco Reus was able to get a proper shot on target. Good block by the defender. Ricardo Pereira steps in here and will get the ball away again. Forward to Morata, quickly around the corner to Isco. If I can draw this defender towards me, João Cancelo, we could play in Hazard, which I've been able to do to some extent. That wasn't meant for Dybala, it's meant for Morata, but I'll try and play the 1-2. Cut back on his left, and Paulo Dybala can't make it 1-0 because Loris Karius makes a very good save. Okay, we'll try and get the ball back in the box. Headed away by Matip, and they'll clear properly now. Chances at both ends in the opening 15 minutes. No goals thus far. Could have something to say about that before the end of this highlight again. Morata, Dybala. I'm going to actually try and catch the keeper out by drilling it hard and low, but unfortunately it doesn't work. Whipped in corner from Eden Hazard. Aspi underneath it. No, it's Isco in fact. It's going to drop to Toni Kroos. He can't get his shot off. It's well tackled and Liverpool break. Conte to Isco. Oh, they've left Morata free. I'm hit it early. Wasn't quite as accurate towards the corner as I'd intended it to be, unfortunately, but still a decent attempt. Hazard with the whip. Dybala's underneath this, but no, Kamil Glik gets there first. Ricardo Pereira picks up the loose ball. Finds Alexandro. Toni Kroos is there. Quickly get that to Dybala. Take a touch to get away from the defender, and then maybe try and bend it. Took a deflection though. Another set piece. Corner to come in. Again, Eden Hazard takes. Morata's underneath this one. Side netting only. Hazard. In there to Dybala. Hazard again. This is good football. Go on then, Paulo. Put that tops. Oh! It's hit the bar. To Hazard. Cut it back. Dybala. God, I can't score against Loris Karius. When I beat him, I hit the woodwork. When it's on target, he makes a save. Really frustrating. Royce sweeps it across here to Sadio Mane. Good turn, gets away from Alexandro. Mane across to Royce, into Firmino. No. I was so certain that was going to be a penalty that I took my hands off the controller. Genuinely. I put the controller on my lap, did that, and took my right hand off. I don't know how they've not got the penalty there. Corner to come in from the far side. Koke will whip towards the near post. Matic flicks on, and that's going to drop out for a goal kick. I've gotten away with one there. Glick with a free kick for Liverpool. I'm just going to fire it out wide, actually, looking for Sadio Mane. It's a really nice set piece. Now, if Sadio can find a cross, or, you know, a really fancy, unnecessary pass, then Liverpool might be able to work themselves an opportunity here. Good footwork from João Cancelo. Firmino in the box, but goes back out again. We're marshalling them around here quite well, but that's a great ball into the channel for Firmino, and I'm worried about the pullback, trying to get it away from him without giving away a penalty. We've done well. Laporte will get that forward to Hazard. We cook him away on the counter. Morata played in. He's got a good turn in. Poke that to Dybala, and I'm just going to try and drop the shoulder on Danny Rose, but that hasn't worked. Dybala to Toni Kroos, so let fly. Koke back to Emre Can. Emre Can with a bending effort that hits the post. Wow. What an effort from Emre Can. That was unbelievable. On his left foot as well. João Cancelo's got some pace, so has Danny Rose, but I backed Dybala in a foot race. If Danny Rose is in the way, then I can't exactly run away from him, can I? But Dybala's done brilliantly to win the ball back. We'll take a corner. 22 minutes to be played. Can we get ourselves a goal to go in front? Laporte's underneath this. Scored a great header against Juve. Not able to replicate it here. Given away by Salah. Unlike him, he's normally very, very good against me for Liverpool. Good footwork from Morata. Poke that they're looking for Isco. Dybala's down the line. It's Toni Kroos. So give it to Kante and then look for Eden Hazard out wide. It's a lovely ball to him. Just need to get away and then whip it. Oh, not far away at all. Isco. Morata back to Hazard. Turn, nicely done. Morata's there, but see now I want Eden Hazard out wide on the left, and he's not there. I want to pull this back to Isco, and then lay that into Toni Kroos. That's not Toni Kroos, it's Dybala. There's Kroos! Morata! I can't believe I've not scored. 89th minute into the 90th now, and how we haven't taken the lead there, I don't know. Morata, it's Eden Hazard. Oh, if it was Morata, we'd have had more strength. Still trying. Is that a foul? No. Okay, shit. Now Mo Salah's in behind, in stoppage time. And he's still going here, and he's got Firmino in the middle to aim for. Laporte cuts it out and stops it from going for a corner, and that will probably be full time at 0-0. I said at the beginning of the game I'd take a point, and I am happy with it. But it could have been so much more. If a couple of chances had gone that little bit better, or Morata hadn't hit the post there in the last minute, then we could have taken a win. But we've got the lead at the top of the table to be able to drop a couple of points here and there and have it not really affect our our title push. Up next is Watford at the end of the week, and we'll head to that game now. 4-2-3-1 for Watford. Amrabat, Pereira and Niang behind Akaka. Up top, strength, but will they be strong enough as a team to see off not a full-strength Chelsea team, but still one that should be strong enough to wipe Watford out? Tammy Abraham, out to Pereira, go back to Tammy. Now 86 rated, Tammy Abraham, into Kingsley Coman. The not dream start I thought it was going to be, as Kingsley Coman turns the shot wide after just 2 minutes. Was certain that was going to find the bottom corner. I was about a foot out. Tammy Abraham with a throw. Utu's away. He's come out here to take it. That was poked away from Dybala, but only went as far as Marco van Ginkel. We'll take a big touch here with Alexandro and then go for the shot. Good save by Fernando Muslera. Suaku on the run down the left. That's a terrible cross. Quickly get it forward towards Tammy Abraham, who could flick this around the corner to Dybala, which he's done very well. Tammy's going to go again, and he is very fast, Tammy Abraham, and he's going to get to this. And Tammy puts it wide. I expected much better of him there. Much better. Oh, wow, so much better. Pereira to Dybala. Go to Kingsley. And we'll wait. Then play the ball ahead of Alexandro. Drive around the outside. Whip it into the middle, where Tammy Abraham, at full stretch, can't quite get there to turn it home. Really Good cross from Alexandro, but the keeper read his intentions, just putting it into the danger area of the edge of the 6-yard box. It didn't quite work out. Tammy can hold his... Oh, is that a foul? It is just on the outside of the area there. Very, very nearly in the box. Dybala will take the free kick. To be fair, if it was in the box, it probably wouldn't have been given as a foul, and Muslera with a great save to deny the Argentine another goal in the Premier League this season. He's had a great first year for us, Paulo Dybala, but thus far Alvaro Morata is the top goal scorer in the league, rather. Oh, I couldn't quite turn that back to Bakayoko, unfortunately. 34 minutes played. Still 0-0. And Hinkle to Kingsley. Space for Alexandro. Draw the defender across, turn inside, look for Tammy Abraham, get there ahead of the defender, drive inside, finish it. Yes, Tammy, that's better. He's had a couple of chances that he hasn't tucked away, Tammy Abraham. One very disappointing on that left foot, in fact. That was a lot simpler than that finish, but from a very tight angle, he's swept it across to the far post, and it may even have gone in off the woodwork. There's a decent amount of goal to aim at, and no in without the age of the post, but still, Chelsea 1, Watford 0 at last. Dybala, Bakayoko, cross there to Sandro. Waiting for Kingsley to make the run on the outside. There we go. They get it back to Alexandro. Oh, it's going to be Dybala. Cheers, Tammy. I mean, I'm not sure whether that shot was actually destined for the back of the net. But regardless, Tammy Abraham in the way. Penalty. Thank you, ref. Now, did he actually make an attempt for the ball? Or has he just given him a nudge there to push him over? Just gesticulated with his elbow, almost saying, all I did was lean on him, ref. Now, he did lean in with his left leg there just, I think. Dybala's gone down easily, but I think it is definitely a penalty. And it is going to be Paulo to dust himself off and take it too. Now, he is a couple of goals behind Hazard and Morata for that top goal scorer chart now. And I think my controller has died, so bear with me. Please don't take the penalty. For some reason, it just didn't register the fact that my controller was connected. That's frustrating. Right. Come on, Paulo. Let's tuck this away, please. Put it into the top left. It's waited for... Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, add that up to another on the list of penalties missed by Chesnoid Gaming on FIFA 18. I don't know what's going on with my controller. It's done that twice in this game now. It's connected via a wire, and it just stops working. I don't know whether it's the wire or the controller, but I can't use it as an excuse, can I? Because it's not as if it's out of character to miss a penalty. And Hinkle. Out to Kingsley Coman. Bit of footwork. That's gone really well. Tuck it inside. Paulo Dybala. Should have been 2. Really should have been 2. Dybala's goals have dried up a little bit recently. He was really pushing Morata and Eden Hazard for that top goal scorer spot. But he's dropped a few goals behind now. Dybala. Round the corner there into Tammy Abraham. Go back to Bakayoko. Out wide here to Alexandro, who's running forward. Always readily available, Alexandro, as an overlapping winger, and into Dybala, and finally he has his goal. It's about time Paulo Dybala found the back of the net. As we've mentioned, his goals have dried up a little bit recently, but pleased to get him on the score sheet here. 20 minutes to go. It is now 2-0. He's out into Okaka. Somehow shrugs off Aymeric Laporte. God, battle of strength. Strike. Well blocked. Strike again off the bar. And my two defenders have run into each other, but we have gotten it away. Watford very nearly getting one back there. Free kick for Watford. Masuaku stood over it. He's going to leave it. It's going to be Niang to take. Stunning free kick from the Frenchman. Very, very good finish. 15 minutes to go. There's still plenty of time for Watford to get something out of this. That was a really good free kick. Kante gets caught in gets caught in possession by Roberto Pereira. Out to Niang, nice little 1-2. Watford causing me issues here. Shot is well blocked by Christensen and has to be saved by Courtois at the second attempt. Corner to come in for Watford here. Get a little bit closer to the screen and concentrate a little bit harder, I think. Win that header, please. Well done, Marco van Ginkel. Masuaku brings it down. Is he going to go out wide? He had to wait for him to get back onside. Oh, hello. Little flick there to Richarlison. It wouldn't let me change to Christensen in there. Please win this, Tammy. Flick it on. Oh, he did well enough. Go on then, Paolo. Accelerate, please. Thank you. Just having to turn back and look for support, but we've done well to get the ball away. Things getting a little bit nervy here towards the end at Stamford Bridge against Watford. Didn't expect to be that concerned. I see Kingsley Coman at the back post. It was destined for him, but good block by the defender. John Stones coming on for Watford. Corner comes in. Dybala's underneath it. It's going to drop here to Kante. Give it across here to Van Ginkel. Probably should have shot with N'Golo. Definitely should have shot with N'Golo. Free kick for Watford. final moments. Now or never. Head this away, please. Well up, Alexandro. And that, hopefully, will be full time. There we go. A 2-1 victory against Watford. They did nothing in the game until halfway through the second half, when suddenly they decided that they were going to turn up and start having some chances. Luckily, we were able to hold on to our lead and we'll take 3 points. Spurs have Everton away. They won one of their games in hand. Actually, as we played the last round of fixtures on the Tuesday, Spurs had 2 games in hand because they hadn't played their Matchday 28 yet. They still have that game in hand, but they've dropped points, so they can only get to 56. The gap at the top of the table is 9 points from Manchester United now, who have taken over as favourites to come second. With 8 games to go, we still look nailed on favourites to win the league. Let's head now into that third game against Spurs at White Hart Lane and try and get another victory. Obviously playing at Wembley, not White Hart Lane, as I mistakenly said earlier. Of course, they're not at White Hart Lane at present, as it's been redeveloped. But Ross Barkley starts at CDM for Tottenham. Juan Mata on the right-hand side, with Heung-min Son on the left. Other than that, no changes, I don't suppose. Although Martin at left-back, obviously, Danny Rose just played against us for Liverpool. So, not the full Spurs 11 you would expect. Especially Juan Mata. Forgot he'd moved to Tottenham, actually. But hopefully we can get a win. And hopefully my passing will be better than it was in that particular instance as well. Kane. Oh, trying his best there. N'Golo Kante to outmuscle Harry Kane. But it's easier said than done when you're not quite as tall as most. Nice ball into Alvaro Morata. Back there to Isco. It's not something I have in abundance in my starting 11 is strength. But Morata has quite a bit of it. And he's turned his side well. And if it weren't for the outstretched arms of Hugo Lloris, would have had an early 1-0 lead there. Kante to Morata. Obvious ball here is to play Dybala in behind. I'll knock it long and hopefully accelerate away. And then across on this far side via the deflection of Eden Hazard's toes is Isco to give us a 1-0 lead here at Wembley. 19 minutes in, we are in front against Spurs. They did win on their game in hand to bring them up to 30 games played. So everybody thus far now for this weekend will have played 31 by the time we get past this game against Tottenham, and hopefully with a victory we'll be very, very close to confirming our... Oh, Morata! Oh, he's offside. We'll be very, very close to confirming ourselves as back-to-back Premier League champions. Back to Barkley. Tries to turn, but Isco was just right there waiting to take the ball away from him. I'm actually going to use Isco first and then look for Eden Hazard. Out wide. Okay. Or Alexandro. Depends if the game decides where it wants me to play the ball. Lovely ball into Isco. Good block by Eric Dyer. Smart stop. Smart interception. Corner from Hazard towards the near post. Morata looking to flick that on, but Hugo Lloris comes, reaches over the top of him and punches clear. Kante just keeps that in before it goes out for a throw-in. Isco's there. I'll use Alexandro. Hazard. People with him, but they've abandoned him. Dybala looking to turn. Through to Morata, across to Hazard. I'll look back. Oh, that's lucky. Hazard, good save. Dybala. He's offside. I've just seen the linesman at the top of the picture. Ordinarily, it's Dybala having a shot and Hazard turning it home. This time, roles reversed. Unfortunately, though, Dybala not able to keep himself onside. Only just off, but off he was. Pereira goes centrally into Cruz. There's Isco. That's not Isco. That's Hazard. There's Alvaro Morata. I need runners. Chopped. We'll have the foul. Thank you, ref. He threw himself into the tackle there. I'm not sure whether a card is going to be dished out here to... Who was it? Eric Dyer, was it, that made the challenge? It was. Camera zooming in. It should just be a yellow, and is. But that was pretty rash. Pretty rash indeed. A big lunge from him. Now, this is, what, very central, but... It means we can get the ball to hopefully bend and arc away from the wall, which it would have done, but it unfortunately bended and arced into the wall rather than over and round it. Hazard with a corner though. Up goes Morata. Good tip over the top from Lloris to stop me from scoring. I actually put this one a little bit deeper and a little bit flatter. And Dybala's up. And again, well stopped by the Frenchman in goal. Here's Mata. Swapped wings. Mata on the right now, or Mata on the left now, sorry, and Son on the right. Ericsson. Oh, it's a great ball. Thibaut's done well. Alexandro needs to win that header and has done. It was very, very close to Tottenham equaliser there. I'd like to take my... Oh, well, Heung-min Son stayed down. I'd very much like to take my lead in at half-time, please. That pass was not meant for you, but never mind. Isco. out to Alexandro. Hazard tucked very narrow there. Not exactly what I wanted him to do, but I can set through Toni Kroos here. Bang, that tops. I love having long shots for Toni Kroos. He's just too good. Eden Hazard with a whip. It's a good save by Lloris, but I can't find a teammate there, or can I? Kante will get there, and was Hazard back on side? The answer is yes. Kroos will lay this in front of Andreas Christensen. Yeah. Nice tackle on Harry Kane. That's interception by Isco, but Andreas Pereira wins the ball back again. It's Christian Eriksen. Into Kane. Read that turn. Didn't read the second turn, and Courtois saves it down low. Oh, right. Let's see if we can get this away, shall we? On the hour mark, Juan Mata to take the corner. Christian Eriksen's gone off for Tottenham on his Dele Alli, and his immediate action is to head that on target from the corner, but thankfully it was straight at Thibaut. Dele Alli. Oh, it's a good early ball down the line by Barkley to Harry Kane. Good deep cross too. And Riyad Mahrez, I'm not sure why Courtois has been quite so acrobatic in his attempted save. And Mata misses. There's no need to... Oh, I don't know. Good. It's a good stop, but it caused more problems by just throwing himself at it in the manner he did and then just falling over. Just stay on your feet and just, you know, catch it, mate. It's right there. Lovely ball by Mata into Kane. Christensen with him. Back there to Dele Alli. Oh, I saw the 1-2 coming but couldn't stop it, and Dele Alli buries it. Tottenham 1, Chelsea 1. He's off the bench, Dele Alli. Had the header from the corner immediately, and then just 5 minutes later does find the back of the net. It's annoying. Pushing on the outside. I'm going to... Oh. As soon as I drew Pereira out of position, they used that to their advantage. This is great footwork. I'm not entirely too sure how Harry Kane's played that pass in the middle there. It's a good save by Courtois. Kind of defied the laws of physics there by bending his ankle back on itself. But Kroos should win this header. In fact, Morata gets back and involved. And Hazard will look to break away with this. And we'll try and get ourselves a winner if we can. Oh, God. Sergio just tugging at his shirt and I can't get away. Still try and build, though, on the counter. I'll look for Morata through this gap here. Dybala is there. And little Ronaldo top arriving. Ricardo Pereira, the right back. Oh. Hazard, Morata, Kroos is there. Morata's going to go again. And I'll dink him in now. Alvaro brings it down. Oh, that's a great finish. That is a superb goal from Alvaro Morata to make it 2-1 with just 5 minutes to go. I thought the defender was going to get there and close me down, so I tried to hit it as early as possible. And he's done brilliantly. Just had to wait. See, he had the man with him, and then that man actually closed me down there. Number 15, Eric Dine. Just snapshot before Davinson Sanchez can get to me. And it has found its way into that bottom corner, cutting across the ball there, Morata. Great technique, keeping it low. Lloris, no chance. We are going to get 3 points. I hope we're going to get 3 points from this now. Don't want to jinx myself. There's the final whistle. It's a 2-1 win at Wembley against Tottenham, thanks to that late Alvaro Morata winner. Really pleased with that. 15 shots, 11 on target. We get the victory. Now, if Manchester United, Arsenal, City and Liverpool could all drop points on this match day, that'd be great. There are 7 points. There are 7 games to go with 21 points available. I will check the league table before we end because well, it's pretty tight now with regards how close we are to actually guaranteeing the winning of the title before the end of the season. Manchester City won the Carabao Cup. Congratulations to them. We got knocked out early on by Everton, of course. FA Cup is still ongoing. Knocked out early on in that competition as well, unfortunately. Community Shield, Premier League. We are 11 points clear with... Why have you changed? We are... What are you doing? We are 11 points... It's got mind of its own. We are 11 points clear with 21 points available. Therefore, we need just 3 wins and a draw to guarantee the league title. 3 wins and a draw. But the most important thing for the next episode is going to be the Champions League. But let's quickly get... Not team stats. I didn't even want team stats. I want player stats. I'll quickly close you out on the Premier League top goal scorers because, of course, we were wondering who was going to win that. And it's still very, very tight. Morata on 22 now. Hazard on 18. Dybala on 15. Hazard was top of these charts for ages. All season until the last couple of episodes where Alvaro Morata has just been on a binge. So he's on 22, Hazard on 18, Dybala on 15. Assist-wise, it's all Chelsea players. But considering we scored 90 goals now, I believe, in the Premier League, we scored 90 goals now, it's no real surprise that we have so many players with a load of assists. So we actually conceded quite a few. Someone pointed out in the comment section of the last episode, actually, they were like, Ches, you've actually conceded more goals than anyone else in the top half of the table. And you would be correct in pointing that out. 90 goals scored, but 38 goals conceded. But you guys knew I couldn't defend anyway, didn't you? Stoke on 14 points now. They got a draw. Well done, lads. 3 wins from 31 games, though. No surprise that you're going to be going down. That's going to be all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. Go and vote on the new series. And I'll see you next time.